Hi there. So in this video we will see different types of available widgets in Android. So we will take a look at image view, text view and button. Apart from this you have edit text, checkbox, radio button, gallery and list view and few more others. So the most commonly used widgets are image view, text view and button. So this video will be for these three widgets. So the first widget that I want to talk about is text views. So let's start by creating one text view. Okay, so when you type in text view, it immediately adds the rest of the content along with it. So let your Android Studio do the work and let it auto add width and height here. Okay, so apart from these you can also add properties such as Android text, and here you can mention, let's say, burger order. Okay, and you'll find that it immediately reflects on the screen. Now you can arrange the order in which this appears. You can also align it with respect to the screen. So for example, let's say if I used padding, and let's say padding left, so that it can set its position from left to here. So for that, let's use padding 48 dp and it goes right here. You can increase this to, let's say, 98 and it goes middle of the screen. Okay, you can also increase that to get to the center. Okay, do note that this property padding will be from this element onwards. Okay, so if you want to have a margin which will set from this point, when you select from this point onwards it will set the margin, but if you want to set padding, then from this element point onwards to our text content, that will be our padding. Okay, so these are some of the properties that you can use with text view. Okay, so we'll move on to another widget, which is image view. Okay, so let's wrap it up with our content. Now let me add Android, then padding of, let's say, if I want to use again 98 dp, and then I will have Android SRC, and here from resource drawable I'm going to use burger image. So I'm going to point that out by using @drawable / and then burger, and as you can see it has created that image on the screen. Okay, so whenever your Android Studio allows you to use that auto completion, then let it do its work so that it will get all those errors corrected for you. Okay, there is one more view that we want to talk about here, is button. So let's add that. Let's also auto add width and height to match wrap content. Okay, now let's also add one property here, which is text, and we're gonna name it order. Okay, so we have our text view, then image view, then finally button. So these three are some of the widgets that you are going to recurringly use in most of your Android apps. Okay, one more important thing is you can name your each widget with ID. So when you use Android ID, then you can simply use other symbol, then plus, then ID, and then slash, and let's say I want to use this as img1. So next time when you use some operation on that image, or let's say on a button, then by using this name you can call for it. So for example, for button, I'm going to use, let's say, id @ plus id slash button1. Okay, and when I make, let's say, a click or some other action, then inside my main activity Java I can use this ID to properly identify which button that I have clicked on, which buttons click action we are going to follow further process. Okay, so this was a short demo on how you can use multiple widgets on your Android app. Apart from these three, you have other widgets to explore. You can go to developer.android.com and search for edit text, checkbox, gallery, list view, and other widgets.